Hi, I'm Danielle Duxbury. I am the new high school counselor at Sioux Falls Christian. I'm really excited to be here and to get to know all of you. Just a little bit about me. I have 3 years of experience at Trip Delmont, where I worked with preschool through 12th grade. I have 2 degrees from SDSU, communication and school counseling. My family just moved to Worthing this summer because my husband got a job teaching in Lennox. I have a 2-year-old son, a 4-month-old daughter, and a dog. And I just love to bake and play games and do some writing. I'm really excited to be at Sioux Falls Christian because I get to integrate faith into my counseling techniques. My deep hope for my students is that they can identify the individual strengths given to them by God and answer God's call to use them for His glory in unique ways. And that's based on Ephesians 2:10. I'm very strength-based in what I do, and I love that I can put that into God's work now. So a little bit about my role. I just want you to know that Mrs. Niemeyer and Mrs. Tiefenthaler are still available. I'm just going to be taking on a few of the things that they do. So I will be working with Mrs. T for scheduling and high school plans, doing some college and career prep, but I am also going to be working with Mrs. Niemeyer for those individual and small group counseling. But just know that they're still here too. We just decided to add one more counselor this year. So this portion of the presentation is just going to be some really quick introductory information that juniors and seniors should be aware of. I'm going to look at 2 big questions. What am I going to do after high school? And then what do I need to do to prepare for it right now? So there are multiple ways you can go after graduation. One is going back to school. You can do this in a couple of different platforms. One is technical college and another is community college. And I don't want to look past those because those are really awesome opportunities if it fits the career that you're looking at. You don't always have to go to a 4-year university. Something else you can do is go immediately into work, whether that be apprenticeships or internships, kind of getting your feet wet with on-the-job training. Otherwise, there are multiple branches of the military that you can join, or you could just take a gap year because it's okay not to know what you want to do yet. And if you need time to figure that out, then we can work with that too. So what good resources do we have available? First of all, the people around you are always going to be the best. Your family, anyone who works in the school, religious leaders, college representatives, military recruiters are all great people to ask questions for. The Sioux Falls Christian website also has a lot of great information that you can look at any time. Please pay attention to the announcements in the newsletters because that's where a lot of our information is going to be sent out to you as it comes in. This year, I don't know if colleges are going to be offering camps and explorer programs. However, if they do, those are really great to see if you really like what you think you want to go into. They have awesome tech camps or medical explorer programs, and if you just want to see what it's like, those are really great options. Volunteering and shadowing are also just wonderful ways for you to see for a day or for an afternoon if it's something that you think you would like. Never discount websites. You can find almost anything online if you know where to look. So your colleges, your military, your testing, and your college prep, like your SD My Life, all has really great information if you know where to find it. So now, what do I need to know? First of all, take the correct classes. And in high school, it's a great time to just explore your options. You might not think you like art, but take a class anyways. You might surprise yourself and challenge yourself. Sioux Falls Christian has a lot of great AP and dual credit classes, and if you're willing to put in the work now, it'll be very beneficial in the future. Also, make sure you're looking and visiting schools. Meet with your representatives and your recruiters. We have a lot coming to virtually visit our school, and you should go out and check out their campuses in person as well. And then finally, build your resume, and we'll touch on that in a little bit. If you are looking at college, here's a very simple timeline that you should be aware of. Starting right away in September, we will have virtual visits with our college reps. I will let you know in the announcements when they are coming so you can get signed up for those. October 1st is when FAFSA opens, so seniors know that you need 2 years ago, your tax information from 2 years ago. So if you're starting in 2021, you will use your parents' tax information from 2019. November is college application week. That's a great time for seniors to send out as many applications as you can. Any school will take your application, even if you don't decide to go there. Just know that in different states, their applications may be different, so you need to pay attention to that. In April, it's a very common time for juniors to start their ACT testing. If you're a senior and you would like to retest, you should pay attention to both the October and December dates. Also know that registration is usually about a month before, so juniors, you need to start registering in March. And then in second semester especially, seniors need to pay attention to scholarships. They're going to come in quickly, and so we need to be on top of that. Just know that you can start looking for scholarships anytime though. So I'm just going to quickly touch on the classes that we offer at Sioux Falls Christian. We obviously have some amazing teachers, and so those in-person classes are awesome. But also recognize that if there's something you want to take and we don't offer it in person, we can most likely find it somewhere online. We also have AP and dual credit classes, and so those can help you get a jump start on your college. They give you both high school and college credit. A lot of those you will have to pay for though, and so you're going to have to pay attention to that as we register you. With graduation requirements, Sioux Falls Christian needs 24 credits, which is actually more than the state requires. We just want to make sure that you as a junior and senior are on track to reach those graduation requirements. So 2 major state scholarships that I want to point out. The South Dakota Opportunity Scholarship is for the people going into those 4-year universities. It is $6,500 split up over 4 years. However, you must meet the criteria that was on the last slide. You need to take 4 math classes and 4 science classes, plus get a 24 or higher on your ACT. The Build Dakota does not have those kind of requirements. They are for a technical institution, and it is a full ride scholarship for high need workplace programs. That list does change every year just slightly based on South Dakota workforce, but if you are going into a program for that, your school and a business can partner and give you a full ride. These are both only good for in-state institutions though. Testing is another really important thing to pay attention to as a junior and senior. Know which test is most appropriate for you. The ACT is the most common admissions test for the Midwest. However, if you're looking at colleges on the coast, you should probably pay attention to the SAT. There are not very many testing dates for that in South Dakota, so if you need to take the SAT, we should probably look at that information now. The AccuPlacer is for technical colleges. This is not an admissions exam. It's just a placement exam. They cannot deny you based on your scores for this. It just helps them put you into the correct classes. If you are looking at military, you will need to take the ASVAB. This is a career assessment. And so it's also good if you just want to find out what your strengths are. You do not have to go into the military if you take the ASVAB, but it can be very helpful in sorting out your strengths and a career path. If you're looking just at employment, think about the NCRC, the National Career Readiness Certificate. It assesses you on things like being able to read workplace documents. It's just another credential to help you when you're putting together your resume. Also, please pay very close attention to emails and newsletters and announcements because all of this testing information will be changing this year. And so if you are a parent and you've had a student do this before, you're still going to want to get this information. Talking about building your resume. As juniors and seniors, you need to think about all of the people you need to reach out to, whether it be those college reps or somebody that you want to hire you. Volunteering is a huge part of your resume. Whether it be for school, church, or the community, Find anything you can do to volunteer and then put that on your resume. Also, take on leadership roles, whether it be joining the ambassadors program that we're going to start at school, or teaching a Sunday school class, or being a captain of your sports team. Anything that you can do in leadership is very valuable. And then get involved in activities, and that is not just sports. Find something that you love to do and join something. Take trips. This is a big one. People love experiences. It helps show that you're a well-rounded person. And then identify your strengths, whether this be just knowing what you love to do and you're good at, or taking one of those career assessments to really point that out. They want to know what you are good at, and you need to sell that. Finally, you need to reach out. It's time that you take initiative and start making good first impressions. Don't worry, Mrs. Steventhaler and I can help you make those connections, but it's really important for people to see that you can take that initiative. Know that Mr. Vanderleest is also here to help guide in any kind of spiritual need, but you can take those steps as well. College reps, you can get their information off of their school websites. If you need help finding a military recruiter in the area, come speak with me. But know that places of employment love when you make the first step. You don't have to wait for people to come to you. They like it when you go to them. I know junior and senior year can be very overwhelming for both the students and the parents. So know that we are here for you. You've got a lot of people in your corner, and we're really ready to help you. I absolutely love doing post-high planning, so you can email me or call me or come visit me anytime. You can absolutely do this. Know that a lot more information will be coming your way. I did this very quickly just to let you see what you should pay attention for. But we will get through this together.